Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Preach J podcast. I'm your host, Preach. Today we're gonna be talking about should Christians celebrate Halloween? Now, a lot of people be thinking about, okay, there's nothing wrong with this holiday. It's fun for the kids. It brings joy to people's faces. It brings smiles to their faces, and in so many cases, it actually does. It's like people are happy when they are, you know having Halloween, passing out candy to kids and different things like that. But as for Christians, we have to ask ourselves, should we actually be celebrating this? Is this something that Christ is going to be happy with? And I got my guys here. We could be talking about that because the history of it is very dark, very mysterious, and very weird. You have the Celtics that they literally brought this whole tradition up. And they believe on the night of the 31st, the eve of the 31st, to be exact, is where the realm of the dead and evil spirits, the burial that blocked it from the real world, came to life. And they can just go into the oath, into the real reality, and torment people. So the Celtics believe that, you know what? Since this day that evil spirits can do this, let's dress up. And they only dressed up for one reason: to scare the evil spirits away. No, preach. This is all made up. You just making this up. This is not true. But if you do your history, you will actually see that I actually telling the truth. But where did we get it? Well, that's simple. We have popes that just literally made the 23rd, I mean the 21st, the Day of the Saints. It was a day to celebrate saints. And then the evening before that was Hallows Eve. And then that became Halloween. But where did the pumpkins and all this candy and stuff? We have the pilgrims, not the pilgrim, but the Amish people to literally blame for that. They brought it to America. Pumpkins, dressing up, candy, different things. And now in the modern world, in the modern day, it looks cute. You have your little kid dressed up as Captain America, Spider Man. I even heard some Christians saying, "I'm gonna have my kid dressed up like little Jesus," and it looks innocent. It looks cute, but the real reason behind it isn't, because you can never cover the truth. It's despite like what you believe in it, and despite how much you might love it. You don't want to stop it because it might affect your kids and they gonna be mad or whatever case might be. But if it's wrong and you figure out it is wrong, will you actually celebrate it? Will you keep celebrating this day, the Day of the Dead, and the day of Halloween? All right, guys. What are your input on this? Like, should Christians celebrate this? Is this a day that you actually believe that Christ is going to be okay with? And second, to a follow up question, will this send somebody to hell? This one little sin that people
Yeah.
just don't know, or might be naive, or might don't care about how bad it is or how wrong it is. What is your input on this?
Um, I'm thinking, for me, it's kind of like you would weigh the pros and the cons of it. I feel like it's kind of a personal conviction thing, honestly. I mean, like, yeah, there are certain good things about like the outreach to people, like going out and having trunk or treat and going out having something to do for the kids, getting candy and all that good stuff. Then again, though, the negative side is kind of like the spirits you're welcoming in your house and all that, because I think Halloween was based off a pagan holiday.
It was.
Yeah, and I feel like you say you believe in God and you follow Jesus, but yet you're celebrating a holiday that's absent of God. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I kind of feel like it's like because for me being real, I actually enjoy Halloween.
Mm,
Just me being honest. But then again, though, like the more years that have gone on, the more conviction I have been getting. Like, should I go out and watch scary movies? Should I go out and go to Halloween parties and haunted houses? It's
right.
fun to my flesh, but my spirit's irritated, and I probably should pay attention to it.
Mm,
So yeah,
It's
that's just how I
that
feel.
is deep.
mm.
That is good.
What do you think, Well? What's your input on
Um,
it?
I used to celebrate Halloween, but eventually I did stop. And I think I stopped celebrating Halloween before I even came to Christ.
Wow.
But when I actually came to Christ, I started thinking about it. And last year I started thinking about like, but this not really it. I don't think this is what God would want me to do because people dressing up as all these different serial killers and the devil and stuff like that. Like y'all basically worshiping these people and bring them demons into your home. You don't supposed to bring them type of demons to your home. Um, and I feel like whenever you like the trunk and treat thing, I think that's the good side of it, and the candy and all that, all is the good side of it. But the bad side is that it's evil. It's evil spirits. It's evil dressed up as evil people, and
Mm,
it's no, it's some good, it's scary movies with demonic activity.
mm.
Definitely in the around Halloween time, it's always a demonic movie coming out or a couple shows coming out that's
Yeah.
not yeah.
We're gonna get into that as well. So Christian listen look at scary movies, but here's my input on this. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because I think a lot of people need to hear it. Um you see, I know it might look innocent for a lot of people, and a lot of people is going to just, laugh at it and just, shrug it off their shoulders because they want to do it. There's a lot of time, a lot of people feel conviction, but inside of you, you still want to do it. So you're gonna ignore that conviction that Christ is actually, you know, giving you. That conviction that you heal and everything, and you be like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this. Like, I don't think, you know, this is bad. Like, this is not that bad. Eh, Have you ever was committing a sin or was about to commit a sin or something that you enjoy just on a daily basis, and you start to feel that conviction of the Holy Spirit, but you enjoy it, so you start questioning, like, okay, is this actually God or what's going on? And then sometimes, like, okay, this is God, but it's still hard for you to say no to it because you've been doing it so long, and it's like, I don't really want to stop doing something that I love and enjoy. And a lot of people say, you know what, it's about, as you guys saying, like, it's about bringing the community together. It's about, being with the kids and whatnot, but it's like, why you have to pick that day out of all the days, right? You can just do it on a regular basis, right? You can just do it. You can just do something nice just to do it. But why on that day? Why celebrate a day that is a pagan holiday that the origin of it is based on demonic activity. The origin of it is based on superstition. The origin of it is based on witchcraft. And a lot of people get mad because they know they enjoy this holiday, but they don't want to give it up. And they say Christ does not mind us doing these things. And Christ is okay with these things because why? Because the Jesus in your head is saying it's okay, but the Jesus upstairs is saying it's not. And a lot of people have a different Jesus inside of them, the Jesus that is okay with everything they do because in their spirit, in their fleshly body, they want to do it. So they have a different Jesus saying, okay, you know what? This is all right. Do what you want to do. Be you. This is nothing wrong with it. Because in your heart, you're not celebrating the dead. In your heart, you're not celebrating evil spirit. So I don't really care about like the origin of the holiday, how the Celtics brought it to life, and how Amish people brought it to America, and they did these different things. I don't care about that thing because it's a heart posture. It's like what's in your heart, and you just doing it for fun. Enjoy enjoy it. That's the Jesus in their mind. But the Jesus upstairs in heaven is saying, you must come out of this world and be apart from it. He said, be in this world, but not of it. But Christians have molded themselves into just traditions and all these different things that this world have, made, and we enjoy it. And we don't see nothing wrong with it because we love it. And they keep silent because they don't want nobody to start questioning things, because then you holier than you ought to be, because you trying to cancel out these different things, and Jesus is not all about this. Jesus was a fun man. He did this and that. But my Jesus in the Bible, I'm reading two different Jesus. Either there's two different Bibles that I don't know about, and I'm really, really hoping that I can find it, or you're lying to yourself so you can say, Lord, I did not know about these things. No one never told me about these things, and it wasn't my fault. It was just I was naive of the fact. But now you can't be naive because we are telling you, and you still not listening.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus, that is deep. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think another opinion I have, what you're saying that is, I think a lot of people they try to like to reclaim the holiday.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna take this holiday. I'm gonna do like good stuff. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna like
yeah.
I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be do all these good things. They try to like turn Halloween from a scary thing to like a holy thing.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
it was like that day.
Yeah.
I think I forget what the Pope's name was, but he did make that day the day of the saints, and then the evening before that was Hallows Eve. So it was a day to also remember saints. So that's how Christians bonded to it, and then Americans, you know, the tradition that we have now, that's why we're so used to it. But the funniest thing is, they don't understand that they are letting evil spirits inside of them, because that day is was given to the devil. Let's be honest. That day was literally given to the devil. That was his day. That's what they in their mind. And they saying, you know what? This is all bogus. This is baloney. There's no such thing of this. This is just for fun. This is nothing serious, preach. Like you taking this out of context. You haven't done your history. You haven't done your research. But if you actually do your research, you will see that 99% of what I'm saying is actually true. And Christians have to ask themselves, are you gonna be of this world, or are you gonna be separated from this world?
That is crazy. We were just
Yeah.
talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm thinking about the Israelites. How they're begging God for a king. If they
Yeah.
want a king, we want a king, so they'll be like all the other nations and whatnot. So God said, you know what? You ignored me in my leadership. So you want an earthly king to be like all the other nations, even though I made you be set apart, holy. And I feel like Halloween can be a day of compromise for a lot of Christians. It's like you're compromising your faith, compromise what you believe in, because you want to fit in and you want to
Mhm.
be like everyone else that one
Mhm.
day.
Mhm.
And and I feel like it's kind of hard because people want to fit in, they want to be accepted, they want to be loved and all this good stuff. But then again, though, God
Yeah.
said you are set apart, you're
Right.
holy, and
Right.
that's like every day, not just on certain days, but it's
Right.
every single day. Not just on
Exactly.
Sundays or Wednesdays, it's every single day.
Mhm.
No one said
Exactly.
follow Christ would be easy, and I feel like because for me personally, it is conviction. Like I want to go out and do these things because it's fun to me. But then again, though, the Holy Spirit said, "Hey, Cameron, you represent me, and you doing this, you're being like everybody else. How, like, who would want to come to Jesus if he's just like everybody else? You
Exactly.
know? Yes. I mean, like he said, you're supposed to be like a light and salt. But right now,
Mm.
you're just being like you're blending in. You're not
Mm.
standing out. It's
Right.
what makes Christianity different from anybody else.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
so
I like that. I
yeah,
like that. What's
yeah,
your
so
what's your input on that, bro?
yeah,
I think we all try to compromise, yeah, but I think we don't ask questions either. We don't ask questions. Be like, is Halloween a pagan holiday? Do we want to
Mhm.
celebrate Halloween? Why? Because we want to still celebrate Halloween. We don't want to feel that conviction.
Right.
Just like whenever we do, just like when some Christians do read the Bible, they skip over the thing like, people in you know I would say LGBTQ.
Yeah.
They want to read over First Corinthians chapter 6. It say man
Yeah.
should not have sex with men. Why they want to over they want to kind of fit into their lifestyle because they don't want to
Yeah.
follow that. And
Yeah.
people say they believe in God, they believe in Jesus, but you're not showing that. You're going against the Bible. So we can't be of God and of the devil too. We
No.
can't be,
No.
and we cannot be in the middle. We got to either choose one or choose the other, and that's literally what Jesus
Exactly.
said in Revelation. You can't do that.
Exactly. Exactly. And the funniest thing about that, because about about the strange people and LGBT T plus community, whatever the alphabet community is called, um, they always try to go to the Greek and misinterpret what the Greek translation said, because there's two different words that kind of sound the same thing, and they say, well, it's actually meaning this word. It did not say this word, because one thing that kind of sound like what the interpretation of what the Greek said in the original script, it did not mean um homosexuality or men going with men at all. But the other one actually did. So they always get that confused. Or do they do it on purpose? It's like, do they actually have it like, okay, I don't understand what I'm talking about, what's going on, you're misinterpreting the word. And it's like, despite all of that, if God wanted to make man and man together, he would have did it from the garden, right? But he didn't. If God wanted to make man and man together, despite Genesis 19, Romans chapter 1, Jude, despite those texts, despite those scriptures, all he promoted in the Bible was the man should leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and they will be one flesh. And wait, recently, I literally before we get back on topic, recently I literally put abortion and gave it to the same effect of the Israelites sacrificed their children to Baal, because the morality of it and the concept of it is no different. You still sacrificing your children, you still killing your children, but you're just doing it in a different way. And only why it doesn't affect so many people is because they do not see the baby actually screaming back at them as they plunging a knife in their heart or separating their limbs from their body. Because if they was actually out on the operating table, that mother really, if she had a mind, she wouldn't be able to actually kill her own flesh that actually came out of her body if she really was a natural human and still had emotions, right? And if she literally just said, you know what, kill it. That's one person that's literally heartless. And it's like, what's going on here? Um, but we have a lot of Christians right now that's probably going to be celebrating this, going to be in the house watching scary movies and different things like that. Me personally, I don't watch scary movies. Not because I think it's scary, it's because I don't think it's fun. And secondly, I don't get no enjoyment out of it. And why would I want to see a horror movie? It's like, what is the concept of me seeing a horror movie? What am I getting out of this? I'm watching a horror movie. It doesn't make sense. So, guys, what's your input on Christians looking at horror films? Should they actually look at horror films, or should they not? Secondly, follow up question: is it relevant, or does this even matter? It's just like, if you want to, you can go ahead and do it. It's just up to you. What's your input on that?
Hmm. That's a good question because I personally, all right, brother.
It's been good talking with you, man.
All right, bye. Yeah, go ahead.
I personally stopped watching horror movies. I don't watch them. I don't know, bro. Horror movies, I think they invite a whole lot of spirits in your house too, just like Halloween
Hmm.
do.
Yeah,
Um, I stopped watching horror movies. Have you? It's a new season. What's it called? Egging. Have you watched that?
it's called what?
Or have you heard of that? Egging.
No,
It's
no,
a. It's on Netflix.
no,
It's a serial killer.
no. I
But
have not. I have not. No. What's it about?
it's about this dude. It's not a scary movie, but it's like it's a dude that I don't even want to talk about it. It's bad. Like he was a serial killer, but he was
He's a
schizophrenic.
he's a serial killer. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Does he
Well, he was bad.
like in the show? Does he still? Okay, he was. Okay, was he was a serial killer? Then he stopped. Something like
No,
that.
he. I don't think he was like he killed. He had two confirmed kills, right? But so
Right.
basically, he used to so his mama died, and she used to tell him all this type of stuff, and then he loved his mama so much, and after she died, he started feeling like he's schizophrenic, so he started seeing things and stuff like that, and he started digging up graves, and it
Yeah.
was bad. It was, oh my goodness, it
Mm.
was. I don't want to talk about that, bro. But
Yeah.
no, don't watch that.
Nah.
I couldn't.
Nah.
I could not. But I don't think you can watch. There's too many demons coming to your house when you
Yeah.
go watch scary movies, especially
Yeah.
if you watching like The Conjuring. They said they said somebody went to The Conjuring and they saw it and they had to bring some holy water in there.
Yes. Yes. I saw that. I heard that story, bro. For real. And I'm like, if you have a priest at a movie theater and he's not going in there himself and he's sprinkling you with so-called holy water for protection, you better get out of Dodge, put your car in drive, and get out of there. Because if you literally in a movie theater that people are literally are playing a video that the people is not even comfortable watching, there's something wrong with that, bro.
Man, he was literally just sitting out there, and then it's crazy. I um I watched I haven't watched that. I haven't watched Conjuring in so long. I haven't watched it. I'm not watching that. I'm not doing it. Even that movie, I can't think of what it's called. It was Sinners. I'm not watching that either.
Oh
Have you
no,
heard about it?
Sinners. I heard of it. No, I never watched it. Sinners is literally is promoting witchcraft. The movie Wicked is promoting witchcraft, and the actors is either from Sinners or from the movie Witches. One of those movies, the actors said, "Hey, I literally allowed an evil spirit to come in my body, so." For the movie can feel more realistic and it can feel more real. And then after I got done filming the movie, I let the evil spirit out. You're a foolish person. Because you really think a devil, a demon, an evil spirit is going to let you go? You have invited that evil spirit to your house. You have invited that evil spirit to come in your soul, your body. You really think it's going to say, you know what? Nice knowing you. I don't need you no more. You want to leave? Yes, I'm about to leave. I got somebody else to go, go to torment anyway. No, he's going to make himself at home. He's going to call backup. He's going to call other spirits, and they're going to be living inside of you. And that's why Hollywood itself is demonic. Look at um Ariana, right? She looked like a kid for so many years. Now she looked like she's literally starving herself to death. After she played that movie Wicked, her whole body, her whole face changed, and she looks terrible. She doesn't look pretty no more. She looks like Hollywood stopped giving her the magic juice or something like that. They said, you know what, it's time for you to just, go and just be, whoever. Because think about this person that been looking like a child since she literally started her music and her acting career, and now she look like some kind of real stick figure that you don't even know who it is unless she have a title under her name on the screen. What's going on? And the second thing is, bro, like when people that say they Christian and they look at scary movies and they say they just look at it, um, I say please don't. Please don't, because as you said, you are allowing evil spirits to enter into your house, to enter into your home. And once the evil spirits come into your home, you'll be wondering why I'm not getting these blessings, why I'm not getting this, why I'm not getting that, why this is it's acting so weird, why these things acting so weird, why this happened to my family, why this happened to my car, why this happened to my children, and you be wondering why all these weird things happening is because the evil spirits inside your house that you needed to get out of your house. And that's why you have to know what you're watching. You have to, you know, have spiritual discernment. And you can't just be jumping into things because everybody watched it. If you don't watch it, you won't, you're not hip to the new stuff and different thing like that. And it's like, are you trying to be of the world? Or are you trying to be apart and separate from this world? Is either one of the two. And whoever you want to pick is up to you. Because the beauty thing about Christ is he allows you to have a choice. But don't get mad when your choices lead you to a wrong place that you don't want to be at. But the choices was your call and yours alone. That's
Right.
it.
Man. So, do you
Yeah, go ahead.
watch? It's a movie called. It was made in like 2022. I want to say it's called Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you
Yeah.
know what it is?
No, I kind of ringing a bell. I heard the name. I'm really not a big movie or show watcher, just to be exact, to get that out there. There's a lot of things that I don't personally look at. I might read the back of it and know what the movie about and know what's the context of the film is about. So just in case somebody asks me about it, I'm not naive of what's the movie about, but I'm not personally
Mm.
gonna watch it and sit down and so-called enjoy it because me personally, I don't get no enjoyment out of it. But no,
Right.
I heard of Jeffrey Dahmer's. I think that's the guy you just said.
Yeah.
But no, I never watched the show. There was this one, this one thing somebody was literally I forget what the name was. She showed me like a doll of it. It was at my job, and I'm like, "Who's that?" She said the name. I'm like, "Who's that?" And she's like, "Man, you don't know who that person is?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch Halloween movies or anything particular in that front. Like, it's just not of me. I don't find it interesting at all."
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. That movie was It's not a. It's a real person. So it's like
yeah.
I watched it a while back. It was, but the thing about him, and whenever I wasn't even, I didn't even come to Christ yet, but I asked my grandma like, do she believe that that because before he died, so basically he killed, I want to say 13 or 14 people before he got in prison, and then uh, before he died, sometime before he died or got killed in prison, he gave his life to Christ. He got baptized. He repented. They said he was reading about my stuff,
Hmm.
so I would ask her like, do she
Yeah.
believe that he was truly saved? And then I I believe I don't. We can't really say that because we don't know his story or we don't know
No, we
what he was
can't.
doing in that room. So, but
I
if he truly gave his life
exactly.
to Christ and repented, then he yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. Like it's despite like even the illest person in the world, and people don't understand that. They're like, man, like if I'm a good person, right? We know that no man
Mhm.
is good. They're like, if I'm a good person and I do good things. I'm trying to I follow the law. I do all these things for the poor. I do all these great things, but I haven't accepted Christ. Why do a rapist or a killer that killed somebody or murdered somebody or did anything in that nature go to heaven, and a good person can't go to heaven because he didn't accept God. And this person that done all these evil things in all book said, if you accept Jesus and believe on him, you will be saved. And it's like
Right.
it's because it's not by your works that you get into heaven. It's not by your works that you inherit eternal life. It's not about what you do. It's about your faith on what Christ did and what he has done on the cross. And if you believe in those things, you will be saved. And me personally, I can't say he did go to heaven. I can't say he didn't go to heaven. All I can say is if he actually gave his life to Christ and have a encounter with the risen Savior, and he repented for all the evil that he had done, he is waiting in glory, and a lot of people gonna be shocked. And here's the funny thing about this: a lot of people really gonna be shocked on Judgment Day. Here's some of the pointers that people need to understand. The people that they love right now, they're gonna be the most hated when they go to
Mm-hmm.
glory, because the people that sugarcoating the message, the people that is just sugarcoating everything to make you feel good, you're gonna hate them because you're gonna say you
Mm-hmm.
knew
Yep.
about this, but you didn't tell me. And now I'm hell. I'm going to hell because you didn't want to speak the truth. I'm in hell and my family is up there because you didn't want to tell me what thus said the Lord. And
Mm-hmm.
the people that you saying no, there ain't no way that person went to glory. There ain't no way that person went to heaven. There's no way that person is in heaven right now. You're gonna be very shocked when you see the people that you thought in your mind that wasn't in heaven gonna be up in heaven at the right hand of God because they actually said, Lord, I'm sorry and forgive me for all my sins. Even if it's on the deathbed, maybe on death row, maybe before they was in the got in the election chair, wherever the case might be, that split second of who you going to serve, Christ said, who you going to serve, and who are you going to serve today? Choose you this day who you will serve, and
Mm-hmm.
you can serve God or the devil. You can go to heaven or hell, and the beautiful thing is, it's all up to you. It's all up to
Right.
you.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's,
Yeah. So you got some questions to ask me, bro, before we end the
yeah, but they off topic of they're not on topic of Halloween.
all right, all right, all right. You can ask me off the live stream, bro. I can ask me. Um, Thank you everybody for looking at this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you understand what we're trying to get to. And we're not trying to slander you, we're not trying to ridicule you. We're trying to make sure your eyes is open and you are brought to the light, because you can never say, "I'll never told." No one never told me these things. It's because you said, you know what? Skip this video. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it because it's not my cup of tea, or I don't agree with what they saying. This is not Christ-like. This is not loving. This is judgmental. This is that and this. This is not the word of God. And it's all up to you. That split second of let me hear them out, or let me hear the truth. Let me hear what they got to say. Because maybe you don't want to be convicted, or maybe you're already convicted, and the video is convicting you more of saying this is not right and you need to repent and accept God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you everybody for watching the video, and if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on all social media platforms and wherever you listen to podcasts or music, because this mission can never be possible without people like you. Thank you, and God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.